Welcome back, guys, to City Skylines. Oh man, look at this beautiful city. This will be episode 17, and of course, welcome back to Ungreatville. Welcome back to uh, our new area here. Well, it's not really new anymore, but of course, welcome back to what I want to call is Four Corners, but then again, there's this street here. So of course, we're gonna unpause it, and um, we're gonna possibly call this Six Corners because I mean there's like six blocks here. I would assume they would be called. In the last episode, even in this episode, we might end up having to deal with it, but we dealt with a major taxation crisis. At the end of episode 15, we basically had a huge crisis where everybody wanted the taxes lowered. Um, I was a bit stupid about them, and I did not go about it correctly, and I decided to, fool around with it instead of actually trying to take care of it. Even though I was trying my hardest to, make sure that, it was all fixed. But of course, people did not like that. So of course, we are left with a population. It was inflating from 25 to 35, and then back down to 25,000 people. It's still kind of inflating at this point in time. No zoning, of course, and especially since our weekly income is just lowering. Of course, we still need to figure out what we're going to do with our budget. Um, we are going to have to quickly cut garbage down to like half. That's what we could start off with. Um, could cut off maybe water, and could cut electricity in half. And let's see here. Medical, we need to make sure of that we are getting in place. Of course, same with that stuff. Parks and plazas, we're gonna edit that out, or well, not edit it out, but like we're gonna cut it back a bit. Unique buildings do better with much more funding. I think we're gonna tone it down to the middle because we don't have that many. Of course, we're gonna get all these bus lines because there's not that many people. Same with everybody here. Of course, trains we don't do anything with. So, ship, we don't have ships. So, of course, planes, we don't really do too much with those either. So, of course, looks like everything is starting to go down, the weekly income. So, I think that's good. Say 14, 13, okay. 13.5. 13 or 12.3. Okay, so this is slowly but surely gonna work out in our favor because of course, these guys need a little bit of water. Um, I think. Well, these guys don't have enough goods to sell. Of course, these guys over here they need water, for God knows whatever reason. Of course, I can't really do anything about it. So these guys are just gonna have to live without water. Of course, we're gonna have to destroy some of these buildings because they are making the area quite disgusting looking. Of course, we had a whole line of industrial that we just took out, and it just running out of money. Yes, I am running out of money actually. But the emptying is finished in here, so we're gonna intake some shit into there, and we're gonna keep on demolishing. Of course, it's not what I like doing. I could just let it sort itself out, but then again, that's not. Well, it's a much slower process. Of course, we're gonna delete those two buildings. It looks like it went down to 10,000. Now it's going Please do not go back up. Yeah, it looks like it's going back up, so I gotta do something about that. Bailout option, I'm not entirely sure about. I'm still thinking about it. Let me know if I should, guys, if I should just take the bailout money. Because I really, really do not want to. Emptying is finished. Okay, good. So, of course, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Dead person is waiting for transport. The global happiness, everybody's still happy, even though the apocalypse has basically ruined this entire city. And let's see what we got going on here. A megalopolis, I think. I don't know. Fuck the names. Fuck those haters. Anyway, we got all of these people. Citizens are sick. Citizens are sick. Everybody's sick. People are dead, and well, they're dying too. So, of course, let's see here. Over by the hospital, shouldn't there be, or university? Oh yeah, these guys. Yeah, they got the alien dump. I forgot about that. But of course, these guys, for whatever reason, they're doing their thing. Of course, let's try to keep this going. And of course, the airport itself, garbage has piled up, and that's not, I mean, we can't really do too much about it right now. Of course, let's see here, emptying has finished, so they're gonna take some shit from the airport, and they can you know, they can fly right over it, and they can just unload everybody's shit from the bathroom right in there. And meanwhile, people are in there kind of smoking blunts and whatnot. You know, they're sitting on one of these little planks of wood, talking about how much they hate, you know, working in there as much as they hate working in an office, at their desk jobs. You know, they could just, you know, instant karma, just, you know, I mean, the shit would just fly out from, like, I'd say maybe, I don't know, like 10,000 feet in the air or whatever. Not even 10,000 feet, like not even 5,000, I don't think. And it would just, yeah, possibly around 5,000 feet, and then just, it would just land all over them. That shit that just got ejected from the plane. It, yeah, it just goes all over them. And, oh boy. Seems like this does seem, what I was trying to say is that this seems to be flowing a little bit faster, but, then again, that's just me talking, because basically I just ruined our population. Yeah. Okay. Never really thought about how much garbage piles up in just 2 weeks. We're gonna reject that. Who cares? By smoke detector, thank you, at fire department. Yeah, because there's no other fire department in the world of whatever this is, of Ungrateville's world. Of course, there's just one fire department, and yeah, everywhere else in the world they just don't have fire departments, and if they, you know, if they drop a blunt and they, you know, they do something stupid, then of course, oh, okay, so I think I see the problem here. We do need to upgrade this road. Of course we cannot, because, oh, okay, so we can. So let's see if that actually works, if that actually gets people going through this area here. Not sure if it will. Let's see if we can get all these other areas and try to make them all big again. And yep, of course we have to kind of minimize it because of the airport right there. Of course, we're getting traffic flow going a lot better. Everybody's just mass. There's just a mass mosh pit. Well, I don't know if mass mosh pit is a proper term, but you know, just the word itself. Of course, you look in the reflection here, and there's some buildings and all that. But when you look out that way, I don't do it very well, but that was, of course, the X-Files theme song, and of course, David Duchovny runs this entire airport, and I am David Duchovny, and I have the power to close down this airport or keep it going. But of course, we're gonna get a name for the airport. I think we're gonna call it Hangar 18. And we all know what Hangar 18 is, and that's set in Area 51. We're going to keep rejecting it. I'm going to keep thinking about it, but obviously I don't know if I really want to or not. Of course, these people have a really, really weird home. It would be a little bit more believable that there's buildings in the background, but that's just the thing that it does. Of course, that one person over there just like kind of cut everybody off. So let's see what we got going on. Basically going down here. So traffic is flowing a little bit better thanks to all these different spots. It seems like now that, you know, everybody can, you know, not everybody's dealing with, of course, a, you know, just a mess. Oh man, it's just, it's kind of disgusting though. Just the way I had it before, Roberts Boulevard. It was awful because it was just one lane and everything. And of course, now that, you know, everybody's kind of doing their satanic rituals, or at least supernatural, alienistic. Well, I don't know if alienistic is even a fucking word, but oh, okay, Roberts Street, and then of course Roberts Boulevard. Okay, so it was originally called Roberts Street. Of course, everybody's doing whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's alien rituals, satanic gatherings, those satanic rituals and stuff. At least now this entire area is a little bit bigger, and traffic is able to flow a little bit better now. Not sure how much better it's going to flow. It seems about half and half at this point. They're trying to all get into the city, and it is not doing too good. Of course, this area is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit of a bigger area. Of course, we can't modify the street because, God forbid, the yep, relocation cost is $13,000, and of course we don't have that kind of money. These people over here, they are super ungrateful to the point where they cannot walk over here and you know, get the treatment that they need. Of course, this area is highly backed up. Not entirely sure. Where has everybody gone? Beats me, buddy. Beats me. It really does. So let's get everybody out of here. Get all these abandoned buildings out of my face, because we don't need this ugly shit. We don't need all this negativity in our city, because we're a strong city, and we can pull through this whole apocalypse that has just plagued our city, basically made our city look like The Walking Dead. Of course, we're making some people happy. That's good, because usually everybody's so ungrateful. But yet I cannot. I mean, if I could, I would do a mass, you know, city-wide ban on, you know, their blunts and everything, because, you know, they're usually so ungrateful, but at least they're being happy now. So, I don't have to ban their blunts, and of course, if it was an option, I probably would. Okay, not entirely sure what I could do about that, because I cannot... Oh, I can actually modify it, so... Here we go. No. No. Okay, here. We're gonna make this area a little bit bigger. Especially right over here. And we're gonna get some zoning back in here. There we are. And, of course, nobody's gonna be moving in here soon. Anytime soon. That's basically what's gonna happen here. Gotta get all this negativity out of here, and that guy was just flying pretty damn low. He didn't give a shit. Of course, we're gonna get that out of here. Get all that negativity. So let's see. Man, this place is so beautiful. Had it not been... This place would have been so beautiful had it not been for this plague. Cities on the brink of bankruptcy. You must cut services by shutting them down or raise taxes to gain more income. You can also take a loan if any are available. I think we're gonna reject it now that I kind of think about it. We are going to possibly shut down the metro. Not something I want to do, but of course we are going to have to do it. So, off. Boating is turned off. Actually, you know what? Let's leave it on. And what we're going to do is we're just going to defund it. So, Metro, we're defunding this shit. We are going to run the buses still. And we are going to... there we go. We're just going to get it down here. So that way we could still fund it, but not, you know... Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought that we had 2 million again, but it was because that green was starting to really, you know, get to me. Of course, it seems like now we're doing something good here. It seems like the city's finally looking up. Soon enough, all these abandoned buildings will be thriving, and they'll be needing more customers. They'll be needing, you know, all that good stuff. They'll be needing more blunts. More park benches, so that way they could smoke their blunts, and they're going to be needing so much zoning. I could already see it now because of our weekly income. That's crazy how much you could see just from that. So long as, you know, I keep it this way, we could still get back to where we were, and we can continue building this botanical garden. We can continue building botanical gardens, so that way, you know, people have a more high society like place to smoke blunts, because everybody is, of course, ungrateful. Yeah, you would have already guessed it. Of course, we're gonna keep getting what's this? Bus depot. Okay, so we're still funding the buses, of course we are, but airport has been lowered. Of course, we already have too many people trying to get out of the airport as it is. And, so what we... Oh, wow. He did a pretty nice turn right there. So what we have here... Not sure how many people are coming out of here, but... I don't think anybody's going to come out of there. Anyhow, we got a little tiny-ass house. We're going to get rid of that next to the statue of shopping, I believe it is. And, oh no, I do not want to destroy that. That is our power, and that still needs to be chopped down by that psychopath that wants to chop everybody up. I mean, I don't know why he's taking so long, but you know, if only that was a thing. That would be pretty funny if that was actually a thing. Of course, we're gonna still get all these abandoned buildings out of here, and looks like we're still... Looks like our debt is slowly draining out. Slowly, and of course, surely, draining out. So, I believe what we should do... No? I don't know if we want to have like have one lane for these guys, down here because I'm not entirely sure. I think we should upgrade it to a multi-road. No, we cannot. No, not enough money. Upgrade cost. 4-lane road. No. We cannot modify this area. So, what we have to do is, I guess, just live with it. And of course, this little house under the underpass, I believe that looks like, the kid from Hey Arnold, Arnold's house. If you guys remember that show. Looks like his house a little bit, I think. Or at least just any stereotypical, you know, somebody wants to make it out there, but they live in a house that's under an underpass. And that's basically like the stereotype right there. You know, they're trying to get out of the poor life, and they're trying to make it into the big penthouses, and you know, the gold digger girlfriends, and the Maseratis, and you know, the infinite supply of blunts and whatnot. So it does look like, of course, we got. Seems like everything's going good. Does seem like these guys were downgrading somewhere over here. I just looked away. These guys over here, they upgraded. That looks nice. Any upgrade is nice. It's great for us, and it seems like we're steady. We're holding steady at 18,000, 19,000. Okay, so we are still, you know, getting everything worked out. Of course, there's not too much we can even do. So what we have to do is, I think once we get our money back, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna delete this road, and we are going to have an off-ramp, and basically one off-ramp is going to be here, and it's going to go this way, so that way it can go either left or it's going to go straight. And then we're going to have another one that kind of comes this way, so that way, you know, people can possibly go into the city. Actually, now that I think about it, of course that would mean having to rework this area, because these two do conjoin. Yes, I am running out of money, if you saw that at the bottom right, but the Monster is doing pretty well for itself right now, especially this main area right here. Oh wow, it's so quiet. So quiet. And it looks like we've already reached 50,000 people. 51,000 now, which is good. Very good. Not enough goods to sell. I mean, you're near the airport, so, I mean, you got all these tourists coming in looking for those quality blunts. So, I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, if you're not, you know... Oh, boy. I mean, if you're not selling well, then that's probably your fault. Hangar 18 has garbage, has a bunch of, like, alien shit that's piling up still. We still have a lot of abandoned buildings. We're just going to continue getting rid of them because, I mean, I love Old Town. I love it dearly. But, of course, all this negativity is just getting to me because we don't need that negativity. We are strong, independent people, and we don't need no negativity in our lives. We need to block that out. Okay, so this whole area here, especially down there, it looks like halogen down here, and then it looks like LEDs up here. It looks so funny. I guess because of how old this is, this area. But of course, oh no, it isn't because of how old it is. Of course, oh, electricity availability is okay. I mean, it's not the best for now, but of course, I'm surprised why there's yellow here. I'm not entirely sure what that would be, but um, of course, you know, you got these beautiful white lights up there, and I mean, this looks beautiful too, but I mean, the white is just so much cleaner looking. It just, oh man. Of course, traffic backing up doesn't make it look any more beautiful, because really it just turns me off in terms of being a city builder. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of those buildings. You know, we're still destroying all this negativity, and we don't need this near the this big ass tower, high interest tower, and of course, you know, of course, people keep abandoning it, even if we weren't, even if we didn't have anything going on in our city right now. If everything was perfectly normal, and oh man, look at this. There we are. How you doing, beautiful? Oh man, just so beautiful. Of course, this area looks completely dirty and polluted, but that's their own fault. Sterling Wilson Street. I'm sure Jim Sterling is down there running one of his factories, fighting off digital homicide and all of those, you know, little pricks that want to asset flip every little fucking game there is. And of course, those two are gonna empty. We're gonna get. Let's see here. How? Okay, so we're still good on this for the cemetery. Expo Central seems to be doing pretty good for itself right now. It really is. I mean, there's not too many people in this area, but we are, of course, going to get rid of a couple buildings. 3 and I want to say 4, 5, 6, 7. But of course, yeah, there's a lot of buildings around here that do need. There's a lot of people here who are very ungrateful, and they need culling because, you know, they're not who they say they are. They're not, you know, I mean, actually, they kind of are because they're being super ungrateful. And I don't know where these people would come out of. Would they come out of here just to go and sit on these benches over here? Not benches, but tables and smoke blunts. I think that looks kind of nice with the grass around it. That looks very nice. Of course, the Expo Center, everything is still kind of going on down here. Everything's busy. Thankfully, traffic flow is very good around here. It's not backed up. Especially over here, I'm surprised, you know, you got this little starfish intersection. Of course, things aren't too bad. I thought it was pretty good for a minute there. But of course, everybody's getting backed up into Richardson Street for God knows whatever reason. I would assume it's because of, oh wow, especially people over here too. They're getting backed up as well, and they need to find places to go, and I cannot really help them with that. But we'll sort it out, and it looks like we are back up at nearly 30,000 in weekly income. So once again, we're slowly but surely losing that $2 million debt. And of course, these people here, they need water. Of course, I can't help them. I can't just, you know, put myself in a little bit more debt to help them. They're on Price Avenue, and yep, Price Avenue. They're paying the ultimate price. So we're still kind of cleaning everything up, you know, doing a mass cleanup of all the non-airplane related shit that plagued our city. And let's see here. Okay, so of course, Shirley Street. I kind of envisioned this place to be a little bit more busy than it actually is. But that's just my fault because I'm the idiot who made a 3-way road and made it look like, you know, a lively version of The Walking Dead. where everything's clean, everything's pristine, there's trees and flowers blooming, and all the buildings are, you know, cleaned off and in use, but it still just looks, you know, even the background, it looks beautiful, but like, you know, you got not Paul Walker, Andrew Lincoln. He's driving one of those police cars. He's wearing his little sheriff's hat. He's going around searching for everything. Made basically a U-turn, and he's turning around, going to the same direction. Uh, and he's basically on his way to that one gas station in the pilot episode. And spoiler alert if you don't like hearing it, but of course Andrew Lincoln is on his way to basically, you know, go to a gas station, and he's gonna end up, you know, seeing that little girl who's and there he goes, seeing that one little girl who I think he ends up shooting. I could be wrong. Or no, he doesn't even end up shooting her, does he? He sees her and she starts to go after him, but I do think that, you know, he runs away and he does not harm her. And of course, for some reason, these guys are still stopping, and I'm still trying to figure out why. Of course, we could have just had what we could have just done here instead of just a ramp, you know. Like, look how steep this ramp is, though. Holy crap. I've never really seen a ramp that steep, though. Like, they're just ramping up here, and they could just basically fly off, like, over into here, and, you know, they can cut people off, and people are going to be like, what the hell, and, you know, it's just going to be one of those situations where it's just like, oh, well, you don't like it, you know, you can move the fuck out. Because I guess not everybody likes the idea of GTA in whatever it is. Not SimCity, City Skylines. Of course, Thompson Tunnel. Of course, there's Thompson Tunnel. Not entirely sure what's going on here. I think that's for one of these. One of them. Thompson Tunnel might be this over here. Not entirely sure. Cooper Tunnel. I believe Thompson Tunnel is the one that's, we should basically call it Peekaboo Tunnel, because, you know, you got all these people zooming at, you know, even though I do have it, you know, kind of going quicker, people are kind of doing a peekaboo out here, you know, they're flying in front of vehicles at 60, that are going like 60 miles an hour, and then they're like creeping out here like, woo! And, of course, they're going to get into a mass accident, you know, just 50 car pile up. All these people here, including Charles Highway, people are going to get into an accident because everybody wants to see what was going on. And we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Speaking of bridges, what's going on with this one? I guess it's not what it's supposed to be. I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. There we go. So there we go. Alright. And now people can actually use the bridge. So there we go. So let's see here. Scarlett Morgan Bridge. Let's see how far that extends. That doesn't really extend far, does it? Scarlett Morgan Street, Florence Street, Fairview Street. That's center. That's the Dead Men's Paradise center right there. You know, and oh my God, this area here just. It's not bad, but it does look super beautiful. I'd live in an area like this myself. Of course, in the next episode, we're gonna continue kind of cleaning everything up. Oh wow. Seems like we've already lost $1 million of our debt, and it does seem like we have to kind of cut some of these houses down, like trees, you know, And of course, we're going to have to, you know, continue. We're going to have to keep discontinuing. No, I do not want to destroy it. I want to click on it. Oh, it's a firehouse. Okay, I thought it was like a bus station or something. But, hey, that's just me being stupid. Of course, here's the metro. Nobody's going into it because... And see this guy right here? Todd Reed. He's a highly educated adult. And he's a worker at the metro station. And now that the metro has been basically defunded, he's almost out of a job. And... he's, of course, sitting with other people. They all work at the metro. They both work at the metro station. Amanda Gray. They're both highly educated adults. And let's see if he also... You'll have to excuse me, guys. My there's times, for whatever reason, that my my right hand, is literally completely numb. And of course, this building right here was building right in front of me. Todd Reed and they both live at the Franklin residence, right here, and of course, it's funny because they're both highly educated adults that live in the same place, basically, and they're out of a job, basically. So, Amanda Gray and Todd Reed. Oh, well, they kind of live in different places, almost. Oh, this is nice. I've never seen anything like it, where they go to the roof and they've got a basketball court, they've got tennis courts, and I think that looks beautiful. That really does look beautiful. And then when, of course, one of the balls kind of goes off the roof, it'll fall down and hit somebody's windshield, and it'll just create a... Not even just a simple, you know, almost like a deer hitting the windshield and cracking it. It'll just be like a massive kaboom. And all those buildings in the blast radius will go with it. Everybody's going to, you know, catch fire. And it's just going to be one big mosh pit of fire that not even all the counties combined, or, well, fire stations combined, can come all the way down here and fix. What this little guy, well, one of these little guys have created. Of course, I guess now that we're still in debt, we're still basically in a very similar place, but it does look like we're doing a lot better now. Of course, funding is a lot better. Citizens are still sick, and once we get all that fixed up. Once we get all these abandoned houses, you know, fixed up and, you know, redone and remodeled and, you know, just bulldoze, whatever it is, buy new land. Well, I'm not going to buy new land because it's cheap, but I do not need to expand right now. Of course, when we finally get out of debt, we're going to keep expanding into here. We already kind of are. We're going to expand possibly into here, have this like a shopping district, because the airport, I don't think people are going to want to live out there, but we are going to see if people want to live out here, which they most likely will, into what I want to call 6 corners. So we're going to definitely get going with that. So we're going to find a good spot to kind of end off the episode, if my hand would stop being fucking numb. So, oh boy. This spot, especially with these houses, they're not houses, but like, not sure if these are houses or not, but whatever they are. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, oh man, let's get the sunset in there, actually. Let's get all these little buildings and everything out here. Of course, it's turning nighttime, so if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You know, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm definitely going to get into a new series soon, possibly Prison Architect. But that's for, you know, that's if you guys want to see some Prison Architect. Yeah, be sure to share it with your friends. So, you know, we can grow this channel and we can make Gamer1797 great again. So, you all have a wonderful day.